My name is Kelly Peace, and I am a professional services brand marketing and communications leader. I've spent the bulk of my career in professional services, brand marketing and communications at Accenture, and then at Ogilvy Renault, which of course became Norton Rose. And then the last 17 and a half years of my career were spent at EY. Lisa is the new regional chair for the PM Forum Canada committee. And Lisa is with us right now just to kind of introduce herself and say a few words.
Thanks, Kelly. Hi, everyone. Lovely to be joining you today. Thank you for the kind introduction. I just wanted to say quickly, I am thrilled to be back as regional chair for PM Forum Canada. Natasha Tucker, who's my deputy chair and is at Bennett Jones, and Lynn Pereira, who is at Fasken.
I'd love to introduce our special guests today, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. But Paul Clarke and Helen Evans are from an organization called The Listening People. Helen and Paul is why the Listening People? What's the story behind the Listening People?
So, good question. So 6 years ago, when I was coming back from maternity leave and getting back into the business world, seeing about what consulting and contract projects to pick up, I was out in the market having lots of coffees with lots of old colleagues and contacts. And the one key theme that seemed to come up a lot was actually listening. And how we could all do better with it. So it resonated because I had worked with some great agencies in my in-house roles, and whilst they were brilliant and brought great creativity, often important content I felt got left on the cutting room floor in the name of creativity.
What good listening looks like? What does good listening look like?
We call it the art of listening. We also talk about it from our context in terms of meaningful listening. And so this isn't about nodding politely. It's about developing the skills to hear what's said, what's not said, and what it all means in context. So listening is both an art and a discipline. And when done meaningfully, it provides clarity in communications. I won't go through everything on this slide, but it's like reducing the noise and cutting through the ambiguity. Empathy in relationships, helping others feel heard and understood, both.
And so he has defined these 5 levels of listening. And the first is, and they're foundational, and you kind of have to get good at the first one before you move on to the next one. But the first one is listening to yourself. And that means a simple but hugely overlooked listening fundamental. And it says that without truly connecting and listening to what's going on inside of your own head, we're unable to be fully present with others.
And so how do we identify our own listening styles? Like, is there anything you can recommend on that front?
I mean, from the various different sources that we've been looking at, there's sort of 9 elements to it. And again, so a great listener is one who shows focus and pays attention to what you're saying. The combination of creating the environment, safety, and space for someone to speak, together with the presence and engagement of the listener so that the speaker feels heard.
So recognizing that most of us are not good listeners, do you have any suggestions in terms of what would be the best defenses against those villains, ways that can help us be heard more effectively?
I guess for me, it might be the awareness that comes with, whether it's training or whether it's some kind of session like this that just makes people stop and think about it for a minute and think, "Ooh, could I be more present? Could I have little practices that might just give that little nugget of something that is going to bring more value?"
Thanks, Helen and Paul.
Thank you, Lisa. Bye.